You ready? What is good, YouTube family? LoveLEES. It's your girl Leah, and I'm back with another video. And today, this video will be discussing a recap of my sophomore year and my junior year, because they both were tied together. And it was a time of transition and change and maturity. So we're gonna go back and start with sophomore year. So during sophomore year, obviously the novelty of freshman year was, waning off, and it was basically a time of, maturation for me. Yeah, I know freshman year, to kind of do a recap of freshman year, it was a time of exploration, getting acquainted in a lot of groups, and by the time sophomore year rolled around, my priorities kind of changed, and I started to scale back on certain campus events, and I had to kind of focus on my schoolwork. At the end of freshman year, I had to retake a prerequisite class for the nursing program, because at the time I was a nursing major. And fortunately, I passed the first semester of sophomore year. I passed that class, but also during the semester, my appetite was kind of fluctuating. Freshman year, I ate anything and everything. My appetite was at 100. By the time I got to, sophomore year, it kind of went a little downhill a little bit. I'm trying to think of something else. Let's see. Yeah, sophomore year, it was a time of change. Fall sophomore year, started getting more acquainted with one of my bandmates. At the church together, we all hung out together. Trying to think of fall semester sophomore year. Yeah, really, I was still an underclassman. I was still learning, about a lot of things. And then spring semester, which was last spring, I changed my major to biology, because I did not meet the science GPA requirement for the nursing program. And it was a good thing I did, because with nursing, it's kind of a one-track thing. Not saying that that was bad, but when I look back now, it was kind of one track. And with me switching to biology, it was there was so many other career opportunities, so it's a good thing I switched. And so I was kind of ahead of the game when it comes to switching to biology. I was up ahead on my social science classes, some of my bio classes, sophomore year. Yeah, changed my major. Appetite was still a little funny. A lot was changing. I was taking physiology, took anatomy the semester before, and that was pretty rough, because you had to really study for that. I had to stay up late. I think one time during finals week, sophomore year, fall semester, I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning studying for anatomy, and that was pretty rough. Then fast forward to physiology, I looked at what to be with that class, so it kind of brought my GPA up, fortunately. And then I had to take a Bio 114 course, which dealt with, plant, I think it's animal structure or whatever. That was pretty, it was all right. I'll say all the classes were okay. Sophomore year, it was kind of a blur. I don't remember much, but I know it was a time of transition and everything else. Fast forward to, last semester, junior year. I was upperclassman, I'd start looking forward to capstone, because at the end of sophomore year, our department chair, mentioned to all of the science majors, those that were, rising juniors at the time, capstone year is coming up pretty soon, seniors coming up pretty fast, so make sure you get ready, make sure you're prepared. So fast forward to last semester, I had to, new semester, first time living in the apartments. It was cool, it was great, got to cook my own food. I know, I used meal swipes a lot less last semester and even this semester, because I know freshman, sophomore year, I would use up my meal swipes like that. by the time I got to my junior year last semester in the fall, I downgraded my meal plan to have less swipes. So I would, typically I would go to the calf every once in a while. I know the previous two, as an underclassman, I go to the calf almost every day. But by the time, I got to, my upperclassmen years or my junior year, I started using the calf less, started cooking more. I had 3 awesome roommates. 2 of them, a couple of them I met freshman year. The third one I met, recently, or I'd seen her on campus my freshman year, but we really didn't meet until later on. And she was really cool. All 3 of them, I'm not gonna mention by name, but you guys were really awesome. You guys are the best. We had good conversations. I learned a lot of life lessons. Junior was a very life-changing experience. I loved my 2 other roommates. They became like close, like 2 peas in a pod. And I know their friendship really blossomed. And every night I would hang out with them. We would go out sometimes. I went to the club with them a couple times. I remember it was 3 times. No, once, I believe, last semester. I don't remember, but I went to the club with them a couple times. They would give me hair tips. They would trade, music ideas, fashion tips and things like that. And it was a really good experience. I really had to grow up. Also when it came to academics, I know last fall semester was the first time I really had a good GPA. And I did really well, all A's and B's. And this semester, it was a bit of a struggle, especially, at the first half of the semester. It was all right. And then once the pandemic came, it kind of changed everything. I had to do online learning. That was kind of a struggle, trying to keep up with the classes. And then I'm trying to think of what else happened. Academics, capstone year. I know last semester I filled out the paperwork to get started. And so I'm trying to look for an internship. So if anybody that's like, was a science major that graduated, that's like, medicine. I'll put my email in the description box below. You can contact me and give me some ideas about any pre-med internships that I could, apply for during my senior year, because my capstone year, it starts this year, but I don't start my capstone until the spring. What else happened? Junior year, yeah. This online learning thing, I didn't get to experience the rest of my junior year because we were just stuck in online learning. It's kind of hard to juggle that. And on top of that, last month I just got a new job at Home Depot. I think I mentioned it in my last videos, but that's what I got. And so I've been working there for over a month now. And I've gotten paid, and I like the work environment. Like I said, everybody's like a family. I'm a cashier, so I just go in there, I greet customers, I scan their merchandise, and they go about their day. Being in this quarantine made me think about a lot of it gave me time for self-reflection. And thinking about my sophomore junior year, it was really a time of transition. Like, a lot of things are changing, and now that I'm approaching senior year, I reflect on all the good times I had, all the lessons I've learned, and how much I've grown, because I'm not the same person I was, last year, or even the year before that, or even the year before that. So, sophomore, junior year really taught me a lot, really made me grow up, and really made me start thinking, look, you kind of have to just take charge. Yeah. I've gained some friends. Yeah, sophomore year really was the time, like, I had to kind of switch up friend groups. Not friend groups, but I've gained some more friends. Trying to think of something else. I can't really think of anything else. All I can really say about sophomore year, I had to learn, I had to grow. I had to start charting out my own path, because college goes by quickly. If that's one thing that this whole college experience has taught me, it goes by quickly. Looking back on junior year, especially this semester, I should have probably done more well in my science classes. Well, my classes in general, really. Because I know with being in quarantine, it kind of was a little bit difficult, like I said, to juggle classes and also home responsibilities and things of that nature and that sort. But, it was a lesson learned. I have to retake one of my prerequisite courses over the summer. Hopefully it'll be approved at the school in order to kind of like, you know, accelerate and, you know, be on time for graduation, because I'm supposed to be graduating in spring of 2021. So I gotta make sure I stay on top of that. I have so many other ideas that I kind of want to embark on, but you know, that's gonna be for another video. This video, like I said, is focused on the recap of sophomore junior year. Like I said, those are times of transition. Those are times of, you know, disappointment. You know, and I'll say, like, and those are also rough times too, because like I said, freshman year, it's a novelty experience, it's exciting, you're in college, you're freedom, and that in between years, sophomore, junior year, it's like, meh, the classes get harder, your friendship dynamics start to change, and things of that sort. And yeah. I don't know what else to really say about it, but all I can say is that I'm grateful for, you know, those 2 years, and hopefully my next video by the end of my senior year, hopefully next spring, I'll be dropping a senior recap video. And yeah, that's really it. My recap of my sophomore junior year. Hope you guys enjoy it. Stay tuned for more videos, and please subscribe. Catch you later.